Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and apparently we're playing Stairway to the something Duelist. I don't really remember the name of the game. God damn it. So here's what happened. I was originally supposed to be playing something else, but unfortunately I couldn't get that game to record at a steady rate. So I figured, well, shit. I guess I'm not playing that anymore. So then I figured, well, what the fuck can I play now? Just because, as you know, I'm doing the whole seasonal thing, so at the end of December, or rather at the end of November, I'm going to take a break and not record until January. So I didn't want to like start up something completely new and then just end up, dropping it for a month. That I figured that'd be kind of bad. But I figured, if I find something I can finish in about 6-9 episodes, that'd be great. And that game would have been it. But I don't think I'm going to be able to play that in something. So what we're going to have to do instead, we're going to have to play this. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide Edition, Stairway to Destined Duel. I wanted to play this ever since I finished the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Eternal Duel Soul. But the only issue with this one is that the format is completely different, so I don't know exactly how to go about anything. Because before, we had the whole, sort of wheel of duelists, and I can go through one duelist at a time, and, that let me split up the episodes pretty nicely, but this is kind of freeform. I don't really know what the fuck to do, because this is Battle City, basically. And these little things there, those green boxes there, are duelists that I can face. Once we face them, we can actually find them on the map. We'll know who they are. And these are just people you can talk to. They tell you where to find other duelists and stuff. And there's a bit more plot in this game, not really all that much. I just I don't really know how to split this up, to be honest. So I guess let's just go ahead and face off this first person here, who is suck my ass. It's me, Truesdale. Yugi and I are participating together. I'm ready. Now, with even a stronger deck than the last one. Ah, shit on my face. Another bad thing about this game is that it still has the old sort of everything, basically. It looks exactly the fucking same. There's a lot of new cards, so that's nice. But the gameplay is exactly the same. It's not until after this that they kind of mess with the formula and make a lot better game. I have Exodia, alright. And Dark Magician. Do I just have Yugi's deck? What the heck? I have Soldier of Stone, alright. Really weird. But yeah, it's kind of difficult for me to figure out how this is going to work. Just because I don't really know how to split this up. Because before, what I would do is I would face a guy, and I would do, I think, 2 out of 3. Sometimes I'd beat them 5 times in a row, or no, I think I just did best of 3. I would just do that with them. But now I don't know if I can really do that, because there's a chance that I might not even find said duelist, and I also might need to sort of face another duelist, for example, because I need to sort of progress plot, kinda. I have to sort of do certain things to have certain duelists appear. It's not like before we would just beat the duelist and more duelists would just show up. Aside from that, well, that sucks. I don't want to let that happen. Aside from that, those random times with Simone and Peg. Well, no, I think Pegasus automatically showed up. Simone, I think it was Truesdale, which is Yugi's grandpa. I think that was the other situation. Stuff like that was fine. But now it's just kind of a whole game of that. It's not bad, it's just I don't know how I'm gonna go about it. Oh, but whatever. I also don't have the other sort of gimmick, I guess, or thing that I did in the first series was that I just ended up using cheat codes to get all the cards, because I figured this is the whole grinding and all this stuff. It's not entertaining in the slightest. So what I ended up doing, I just got all the cards. And I'm gonna go ahead and return and that's it. I ended up just getting all the cards, and I ended up using certain kinds of decks throughout the game. So I had a human deck, or I had a warrior deck, or stuff like that, which is really fun because I like I guess I can just summon a Dark Magician. Watch that be Man-Eater bug, which is really gonna suck, but whatever. So I'd have like different kinds of decks and stuff, and that was really fun because, you know, I'd come up with themes and I'd use them for a good while. And that was really dope. The only sort of issue with that now is that I don't want to do that right from the get-go. I don't even know if I'll do that later on. I mean, maybe. I feel like it's gonna get pretty boring pretty quickly if it hasn't already. This kind of game is kind of like that. Like, it's not like the newer games where it's a little bit more interesting, just because the game in general is different. Like the Yu-Gi-Oh game, there's just a lot more cards, and there's just a lot more things for me to actually do, or my opponent can actually do, and there's just sort of a lot more things to look at, and the game goes a lot faster. So in general, those are a lot better for this kind of thing. Whereas now it's kind of like, I guess I'll get out of the way. So we'll see how this goes. This sort of starts. I'm pretty sure I skipped out the beginning. There's not really much to show there. It's just I forgot what his name is. I think it's not Chemo. It's the other guy. He just introduces us to the game, and then you just pick a deck, and it just throws you out there. It's pretty much the same sort of format as the last game, where it's kind of like just pick a deck. There's, you know, red, black, and I think green are the colors that they always use for whatever reason. It would have been cool if, like, since the beginning they used the classic, you know, obelisk blue, slifer red, raw yellow, but whatever. You can pick one of those decks. I picked the black one just because I used to always pick the black one because I was an edgy kid and I used to always like black. Now, why would you pick on an old man like that? It wouldn't hurt to pull your punches, you know? Yeah, and then you summon like Exodia or some shit. Alright, so that's interesting. We have the same packs as last time. As you can see, this is the first pack. Before we only had these three, and we eventually got to unlock these other ones, but they're all unlocked already, a good portion of them. That's interesting. I don't really remember what was in these packs all too well. I remember like these two had some decent cards, and then these two had an interesting set of cards. Like I think this one had a bunch of ritual monsters and like Firewing Pegasus and stuff. Let's see what this one has. Garbage. Absolute garbage is what it has. Alright. Well, I guess that's okay. That's not what I want to do. How do I... Nope. R? Okay. And then I just want to see... I don't have any fusions. Alright. Well, why do I have Palmar's... Oh, no. Fusions are in here. Right. That's another thing. I mean, games make a lot more sense later on. I just gotta get through all this nonsense. There's it. So, no, that's a... Alright, so I have Chimera. I just want to know if I have this dumbass card. What is it called? This shit. Fuck. No. Shit. What is it called? Curse of Dragon. There we go. Shit, I can't believe I completely blacked that out. Yeah, I just wanted to see if I had Curse of Dragon. Options on the card limit? What does that even mean? Whatever. Don't want to do any of that. Alright, anyways. So yeah, we got him there. We can face him again. Usually when you face them, they show up again. So I guess we'll follow the traditional format and take him on again. See what he's got. So, you want to play again? This time I won't hold back any punches, so prepare yourself for intense dueling! Yeah, I just wanted to see if I had Curse of Dragon, so that I can, add Gaia, the Dragon Champion, to my deck. But, it doesn't matter, yeah. I have some weird sort of hybrid Yugi deck, because it's like the Battle City deck, because it has a, you know, Chimera and that stuff, but it also has like his older cards, like, you know, Beaver Warrior and Mystical Elf, but then it has even his like first cards, or so it has fucking, what's it called? Exodia in it, which is really fucking bizarre. So I guess that's okay. I mean, it's not like I dislike Yugi's deck, it's just an odd combination of, you know, his sort of decks. So I guess we'll be fine. And I really like sort of the era of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's like right after this, because the first era was kind of slow. You know, it was fun in the beginning, but it wasn't really all too sort of great. You're stronger than me, huh? So you're gonna kill me next turn. Well, that's gonna suck. But yeah, the GX era was nice because that's when they sort of started experimenting more with like different kinds of cards and different card combos, and in general the game just became sort of more more in-depth, as if it wasn't already. Like before, the depth was there, you know, with all the phases and the damage step and like all these other complicated things. But then afterwards, they actually made use of all that stuff, and you know, things actually mattered basically. Because before it was kind of just, you know, random bullshit, and you would just kind of go through it just fine. It wouldn't really matter. But then later on, things actually started mattering. Like, it was fucking what phase you were in mattered. When you attacked matters. What order you attacked didn't matter. Like, the game became really in-depth, or it made use of its in-depthness. If that's, if I can make sense of that as a word, which was really nice. I'm gonna assume that this is maybe Magic Jammer. So as soon as I activate this, maybe he'll activate it. Nope. Guess it was just 7 tools. No, it was Magic Jammer. He's actually smart, because I'm pretty sure in the old games, or not games, there was only one really, they would have just fucking gone ahead and used Magic Jammer to negate the destruction of Magic Jammer, which is dumb, because you just end up losing a card. Like, you gain nothing from that. So I'm gonna go ahead and destroy this guy here, just get him out of the way, and then we're gonna go ahead and use can't do it in my battle phase. Fizura. There we go. And we're gonna finish that up. But yeah, like I was saying before, shit, that sucks. No, I shouldn't have played that attack more. The GX era was really nice because they had a lot of nice things. And it wasn't as crazy as it gets later on. Because then after a while, you know, 5Ds wasn't the worst. It wasn't until, like, you know, Hybrid Librarian and like the synchro tuner nonsense. It wasn't until then that things were like, all right, you know, this is a bit much. Like that, or at least for me, I was kind of like, can we not, like, stop? Can you not? At that point, I was kind of like, oh man, wow, I don't have jack shit. Well, okay. Yeah, at that point I was kind of like, oh man. Before that, I'm sure there was some crazy nonsense, but it wasn't really that crazy to the point where I thought the game was broken. And I don't think it was broken necessarily towards the end of 5Ds, but we were definitely going down that path where it was too late, where power creep was way too strong and there was nothing we could do about it, and we just had to sit around and just fucking take it. And then now look at where it is, where we have pendulum summons, and you can just summon, you know, 5 monsters in one turn. Like, that's just a mechanic that's inherent in the game. That's just not just a card or a certain combination of cards. That's just a mechanic that you can naturally do in the game, and it's just ridiculous the way that things just escalated. But, anyways, unfortunately, I wish I can fucking kill this ghoul thing, because it's just gonna kill my monster next turn. Ugh, this is the worst. Ugh, that's what I hate about this era. You just have one card that has like 100 more attack, and that's it. I just gotta take hits for like 10 turns until I get that one card that I need. Ugh, anyways. What the hell was I saying? Yeah, 5Ds I didn't think was that bad. It's just, you know, afterwards it got crazy. That's why I like GX era, because, you know, they had a lot of nice little combos. And, you know, things were actually pretty fun, and they were controlled, in a sense, because there wasn't anything, you know, super crazy. Like, even the whatchamacalls, the newer, the Sacred Beast. I was gonna say the new God cards, but they're not God cards. The Sacred Beast, like, they weren't, you know, super powerful or anything like that. Like, there wasn't anything, just overpowering at that point where, like, you know, no other combination of cards would be able to undo it. Whereas now you kind of gotta go balls to the wall as strong as possible, just because everyone else. It's like the way that like combat has evolved in like the real world, because, you know, we started with you know, swords and like you know, arrows, and eventually we got cannons and, you know, guns, but then we shitty guns, and then we just got better guns, and, you know, we got, you know, these fucking tanks, and, you know, now we just got to the point where we have nukes. That's where the point of that Yu-Gi-Oh is, where you gotta have your own nuke to compete with everyone else, or you're just gonna get lost in the shuffle. And it's just ridiculous. And that's not how the game should be at all, which is why I'm saying it. I really like the GX era because it was just, it was fun. Nothing, oh, come the fuck on with this nonsense. What do I got? 1, 2, 3 pieces of Exodia. That's fine and all, it's just I know I'm not gonna draw it because fucking, I don't have any draw power. Dark Magic Ritual. I mean, that'd be nice if I can actually get that to come out. Polymerization is completely useless now. Should have kept it in my hand. I could have just discarded it, but whatever. I guess I can use what's it called? Oh, great! Now it has a monster. Giant Trunade to sweep it up. Monster Reborn. That works. But I'll use Giant Trunade just in case he has some bullshit. And then I'm gonna go into Monster Reborn, and obviously you're gonna summon All Boy. If I had Berfermet, I would have totally summoned Gazelle and done Polymerization just for the sake of it, but we do not, so we're not going to waste our time for that. But yeah, I look forward to getting to that era, if I ever catch up, just because there's a lot of fun little things that you can do in that era, and like there was a lot of things you could do, but it was still, you can sort of feel the potential. That was still there, and I lost. Well, that's the pits. To think I had, 3/5 of Exodia in my hand, and he just won with Change of Heart. Oh, I win! I think you'd better challenge some other opponents to hone your skills. What is this? There's the weekly or the monthly. How's it going? Oh my god, the weekly Yu-Gi-Oh! Here's 5 shitty cards that you'll never use because they're all shitty, disgusting cards. Look at this, we got, oh, actually Battle Axe isn't bad. Tentacle Plant, yay. Yorg! Oh man. Yormungarde. I actually like that card because I just like the art for whatever reason. Man-Eating Plant! Mystic Capture Chain. Wow, such great cards I got. My god, I'm subscribed to the weekly Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, let's change our deck a little bit. I'm just gonna add Man-Eating Plant, cause fuck it. And Dark Road Thorns, just cause they look the same. This, and then that. Final Flame. Final Flame is okay, actually. It does 600, so fuck it. And let's get rid of some of our garbage, which I don't think we actually have too much of, quite honestly. We can get rid of Silver Fang. I don't like Silver Fang at all. Oh, we actually have Buster Blader. Wow, that's cool. Wish we had Dark Paladin. That would be really cool since we have 2 Dark Magicians for whatever reason. Berfermet, Final Flame. Probably gonna end up discarding that now. Get rid of these fools, but I don't really have enough cards to replace them with. Oh wow, I didn't even know we had Dark Magician Girl. That's cool. That's cool. Dark Road Thorns. The spell. Get the fuck out of here with that. That's the dumbest card in the world. Oh man, I hate these spells. I don't like Beaver Warrior, but he has decent stats, so I guess I'll keep him. At least decent for this sort of section of the game. I don't like Gaia, so we're gonna get rid of Gaia. I guess, to be honest, even though we literally just put it in, we're gonna get a bit of Final Flame, and we'll just have 42. 42 is fine. 41 actually, since we have the fusion. So we're gonna take on Truesdale one last time, see if we can best him in this sort of what do you want to call it? It's not still a series that we got going on here between us. All right, so let's see what we can do now. Let's focus and actually talk about the duel. So it's his first turn. He's gonna play a monster defense and play Swords of Real Knight right away. Alright, he plays a face down card. I have Change of Heart. Do I have Dark Magician Girl? No, I do not. But I do have Summon Skull. I don't know if I want to do that right off the bat, just in case he has some bullshit like that. Man, that would have fucking sucked. Alright, that's fine. He's gonna go and he's gonna summon Dark Rabbit. Obviously don't want to waste it on that. The Bewitching Phantom Thief. I always thought that card looked really dumb. Alright, that's cool. Oh, man, that totally reminds me. The only reason I think that card is kind of dumb is because there's this game that they have on the GBA also. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Sacred Cards, and then afterwards they had Relish or I don't remember what the fuck the name of it was, but it was another continuation of that series of games, and they were interesting because they sort of took place in like Battle City. Oh, that's cool. Think you're cool because you're summoning a dragon? Well, suck this dick. Because they sort of had this system of like, each card has a point system, so you know your blue eyes can cost like 300 points, and your deck has a limit of how many points it can have, so you can't just go run around with 10 blue eyes in your deck. You obviously can't, naturally, because that's against the rules, but you know what I mean. So I always thought that was really interesting because it kind of also changed how the game worked, because a lot of cards had a lot of different effects that were really weird. It was more like the TV show in the sense that like things were a lot more ridiculous, and they had like some points where like 20 like monsters would gain like small little boosts from like this terrain, and they would have like type advantage also in that game. Like, it was a really weird game, but it was a lot of fun. Hopefully I can get to play that eventually, at least the Sacred Swords. Maybe not the later on version, just because that one's kind of not the greatest, quite honestly. Or I mean, they did fix a couple of things that the first one had an issue with. The first one was kind of easy, sort of. It kind of slopes up. Well, maybe not slopes up. Like, at first it's kind of difficult, but then like the difficulty kind of spikes down because you like naturally get a lot stronger, and it's pretty easy for a while. But then I feel like the second one was kind of cheesy and a little too difficult. So I guess that's a tough balance you gotta make there. We don't have anything. We already summoned Summon Skull, so I guess we'll summon Dark Magician Girl just to get that extra 600 attack. I think that might actually be enough. Let's see. I'm gonna go for Summon Skull here, and oh yeah, that's actually enough. Sweet. Yeah, we bested Truesdale. That was good. So I guess I can do the best out of 3. The only issue with that is that it kind of takes a while for me to go through all of that, because I gotta face every single opponent 3 times. There's even more opponents than there were last time. You pretty much carried over every single opponent, which is interesting. Got a bunch of useless cards here. I got like Skull Guardian. I don't have the card for that. I think this is the card for that, actually. No, this is Summon Chakra. The War Line Ritual. I don't like that card because of the what's it called? The episode in the Yu-Gi-Oh with the fuck, what is it called? The fucking virtual reality one. There we go. They were trying to buy that card and it looked really cool. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Stay fresh.